Ever feel lost, like your grand purpose is nowhere in sight? Meet Dr. Aris, drowning in anxiety despite her achievements. But a chance encounter with a humble janitor reveals a life-altering secret. Discover how finding meaning in the thousand small things can quiet your anxieties and illuminate your everyday. In the heart of a gleaming high-tech laboratory, Dr. Aris Thorne felt a familiar unease. An award, a symbol of her scientific achievements, sat untouched on her desk, its shine doing nothing to cut through the shadows of her doubt. Is this all there is, she wondered, the question echoing in the sterile quiet. The hum of machines was a constant companion, but tonight it only amplified the silence within her. Aris had always chased a grand purpose, a single shining star to guide her life, but now the star seemed distant and dim. Anxiety tightened its grip, threatening to suffocate her. In a quiet corner, Samuel, the elderly janitor, polished glass walls with care. A small potted violet, its purple petals a vibrant contrast to the sterile environment, adorned his cleaning cart. Aris watched him, a flicker of irritation in her eyes. How could someone so simple find contentment in this place? Aris's mind buzzed with complex theories and data, while Samuel seemed to find joy in a flower on a cleaning cart. The contrast was unsettling. One night, unable to find solace in her research, Aris approached Samuel. "Do you ever feel anxious about your purpose in life?" she asked cautiously, her voice barely above a whisper. Samuel paused, cloth still in hand, genuine puzzlement creasing his brow. "My purpose?" he said softly. "Well, tonight my purpose is to make this floor shine," Samuel explained, "so you have a clean place to do your important work. Then, to go home and make sure my wife took her medicine. Tomorrow, it's coffee with my friend. It changes." Aris felt a deep silence settle between them. Samuel's words struck a chord she had never considered. Purpose wasn't a monumental peak to conquer. It was a collection of small, meaningful tasks that gave shape and colour to a life. She had been chasing a grand cosmic answer, hoping it would erase the anxiety within. But Samuel lived differently. Purpose was fluid, abundant, and never confined to a single definition. With this new vision, she didn't expect her anxiety to vanish instantly. The feeling still sat in her chest, persistent and raw. But it no longer controlled her. That night, instead of diving back into her research, Aris went home. Instead of obsessing over legacy and significance, she went home and watered her neglected houseplant. For the first time in a long while, she embraced a small purpose, a quiet act that grounded her. In these thousand small things, she found a fragile peace. And for tonight, that was enough. The next morning, Aris woke up with a sense of lightness she hadn't felt in years. She made herself a cup of coffee, savouring the aroma and the warmth in her hands. As she walked to work, she noticed the small details she had always overlooked. The vibrant colours of the flowers in the park, the cheerful chatter of the birds. She smiled at a stranger, a simple gesture that made her feel connected to the world around her. At the lab, she sought out Samuel.
"Thank you,"
she said, her voice filled with genuine gratitude. Samuel smiled. "Every day is a new chance to find purpose in the small things," he replied. Aris returned to her research, but this time she approached it with a new perspective. She focused on the small steps, the daily tasks that would contribute to the bigger picture. She realized that her work wasn't just about changing medicine, but about helping people, one small step at a time. The anxiety still lingered, but it no longer defined her. She had found a way to live with it, to find purpose in the 1,000 small things that made up her life. And as she looked out at the world, she knew that even the smallest act of kindness could make a difference. For in the 1,000 small things, she had discovered the true meaning of life. Aris and Samuel together found solace in their small tasks that helped them overcome their personal struggles. Thus, Aris and Samuel's lives were interwoven together, and they embraced their lives.